Welcome back to another episode of TMC. Had a small technical difficulty there. Started stream, we got that fixed. We're back.
Classic TMC
Classic
move.
Welcome back.
TMC.
We don't know what the hell we're doing.
Honestly, Streamlabs just pooped itself. I don't know, man.
I think actually some of it might be Twitch too.
Oh yeah, we just had the black bar too big.
Our sensor bars were way too big. We'll dial it in, we'll hone it in, and we'll bring you a sensor stream next week.
All right, we're back.
We're not here to fulfill our promises, though. Disclaimer.
I mean, well, you got like 3 days.
There will be promises made, and most of them will be lies tonight, but you won't know which are which.
Sure.
I know earlier in the year that I promised that a video would be releasing this year.
You got a few more days.
He's got a few more days.
I can release it
The
as
project
is.
hasn't been opened since January, but you do have a few more days left to fulfill the promise you made.
Well, you know what they say, man. If it ain't this year, it's next. Right? I know that's what Broncos fans be saying this year.
Oh, well, it's close. The Broncos fans say something like that, but it ain't anywhere close to next year. If it ain't this year, well,
That's all right.
maybe next generation.
Green Bay's only got a 35% chance of making the playoffs, I think it is.
That must be nice.
So, yeah, right.
All right.
Pretty bad.
We're gonna play
let's
some
get into
Magic and play some card games. Who wants
Oh, boy.
to talk about their cardboard?
Sure, I'll go first. Why not?
All right, tell us.
I am playing Hylda of the Icy Crown. Human Warlock 3/4. Whenever you tap an untapped creature an opponent controls, you may pay 1 colorless mana, and when you do, you can either make a 4/4 white and blue elemental creature token. You can put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control, or you could scry 2 and then draw a card. So yeah, I've played this deck before. I changed it up quite a bit today. Wanted to try to stay on the. We're in between Christmas, New Year. It's cold outside. Looks cold wherever the hell she's at. So, yeah, that's about as much thought as went into which commander I was playing tonight.
I remember this deck being pretty good. I'm kind of scared of it, just a little bit.
I changed it up a lot. I changed a lot of stuff in it.
All right, who's next?
Cool beans. Well, I'm keeping kind of the Christmas idea. I'm playing Rocco Street Chef. Little tweak. It's the holidays. You're in and out of the kitchen, cooking up meals, cooking up food. This deck likes to cook up food. Makes you strong, gives you some +1/+1 counters. So, yeah, kind of gives you all some gifts, too, here and there. It's the perfect Christmas deck.
Looky there.
Easy
I'm
peasy.
excited.
Go Rocco.
How'd you know what I got for Christmas, bro? It was just food. That's all I got.
Where did you go, grocery shopping?
No, man. I just found something in the dumpster outside. Tonight, I'm playing. I'm playing Yidris, Maelstrom wielder. He's a 5/4 ogre wizard. None of that matters. Trample when he deals combat damage to a player. As I cast spells from my hand this turn, they gain Cascade. So that's it. I'll leave the rest up for discovery as the deck plays itself tonight. Ryan?
All right. Tonight I'm playing Amalia Benavides Aguirre.
That is the
Someone call an ambulance. Ryan's having a stroke.
She is a 2/2 vampire scout. She has ward, pay 3 life, and whenever I gain life, she explores. I'm going to be continuing to explore the Lost Caverns of Ixalan commanders. When she explores, obviously you do the explore mechanic. You either get a +1/+1 counter, or you put the card into the graveyard and all this other stuff. We'll get into that. But if she ever gets her power to 20, she blows up all other creatures on the board.
Uh-oh.
So there's that. Other than that, she just hangs out. Vampire Scout. Interesting deck. I won't take credit for building it because I didn't, but I co-opted. We'll see how it goes.
Huge.
Co-opted.
Go up.
Squap.
Yep.
Squap.
All right.
Well, glad to be back after the 2-week hiatus. GG's to the last game of the year. I believe this, right? Or is next Wednesday the last stream of the year?
This is the last.
This is the last stream of the
What's
year.
this one? It's
Next
this one,
Wednesday
last-
will be the third, which will be the first stream of season
4.
4.
I think we're on season. Yeah, I don't know. We have to look. Something like that.
Something.
What the hell have we wrought?
All
Yeah,
right,
man.
we got predictions in the chat. Let us know who you think's going to win. You got a few minutes here, and we're gonna go ahead and roll and see who goes first and everything.
Yep.
Oh, we're just going straight to it, huh?
Yeah.
Yep.
I got too many screens to manage. I can't do an animation here.
That works for me. That works for me.
17.
Pop. Let me jump on over to here.
Rolled a 17.
17, huh? I rolled a 9. Ryan, for you, it's number
15.
Come on. Yes.
I rolled a 5.
Yeah. I'm not last,
So-
baby.
Austin,
Not
Ryan,
last,
Brandon, Steven.
Austin, Ryan, Brandon, Steven. All right. Let me move y'all around.
Shuffle us up.
My face is under the card, but that's fine. YOLO.
Everyone got their hands all nice and neat.
Wow.
I am going to
Alright.
mulligan this first hand.
I'll keep, but I'm not particularly excited about it.
Gooch. I'll kick us off. I'll draw a card. I'll play a land. I think we'll just play a command tower. Good old command tower. Never too early for a command tower.
True.
And I'll play a teething wormlet. Oh, teething wormlet.
Lucky. You lucky.
Gets death touch as long as I control 3 or more artifacts, and whenever an artifact enters the battlefield, I gain a life, and if it's the first time the ability has resolved the turn, I put a counter on him.
Nice.
Casarino.
All right. I will play a swamp. I'll go ahead and play a nested shambler.
Okay. 1/1 common. I love it.
I clicked it on Moxfield. Lol. All right, pass turn.
All right. My turn to draw. I'm going to play this plains right here, and I'm going to pass my turn.
All right, I'm tap drop.
Boop-a-doo.
Tropical Islands.
Drop.
Pass turn.
Yeah, Daddy, that's what we like to see.
Tap draw. I'll play a Stomping Grounds tapped.
Fair enough.
And then I'm going to play a Gilded Ghost.
Hey, that's a
Oh,
goose.
he got a
Frickin-
goose.
You got a goose.
Get a foo token.
Bottle of Grey
And
Goose.
I get to gain a life. Not that button. That button. And I get a counter on the wormlet. Wormo.
Nice, dude.
Righty. Who doesn't have a blocker?
Steven doesn't. And he's got 2 more colors than me. Technically, that makes him a threat.
I'll just roll the dice. 1, 2 for Ryan, 3, 4 for Brandon, 5, 6. Steven, it's a 6. So Steven, you got a 2/2.
It's targeted, bro. I wouldn't stand
Bonk.
for that, Steven.
Oh, did I get hit already? Seriously?
Yeah, dude, you're getting hit for 2 damage, dude, by the most powerful player on the board at the moment.
Wow, dude.
He's
You got
winning,
bonked
honestly.
by the roll of the dice. Nothing personal.
I'm just gonna tutor just in case.
Bonked.
You scared the toot out of him.
Heck yeah. He saw your goose and was like,
I tooted a little bit.
Gooch, pass.
My turn. Untap. I'll play a plains.
Keep it easy. It's sleazy.
Keep it simple. We'll just play my commander.
Whoa.
Whoa.
And I'll go ahead and do the pass.
Alrighty. Alrighty then. We got nothing untapped, so we'll just go ahead and draw there. I'll play this Flooded Strand, and I'm gonna go ahead and sack it. And lose a life. Pop. And then I will go find me a plains or an island. Plains or an island. That one. Yeah, screw it. That one. With the hollowed fountain here too. Close. Lose another 2 life. And then I'll pay 2 and cast out a thought vessel. Oh no!
Oh, it's
Okay,
not an
thought.
arcane signet, so I guess you're safe.
Oh, you think so?
What'd you toot, Steven? Some green card?
Nature's
Nature's
lore.
Lore.
Nature's lore? Okay.
Suited for the lore.
Don't seem solid to me.
I've got a woodland
Understand.
cemetery, and then I'm gonna pay 2 life and get probe. I guess I'll get probe the guy that's winning, Austin. If you want to send me a picture of your hand,
Yep.
and don't get smart either, and send me a picture of your actual hand. I'm talking about the cards in your hand.
He tooted and went right to probing.
Dude, he's tooting, he's probing, he's looking at Austin's hands.
And now he's gonna do some lore. Gonna read some lore.
Nature's lore.
Alright.
Sounds like erotica to me.
In Discord. If I can remember how to do it, they keep changing the freaking interface. Stupid Discord.
What's the green and red one? Is that Bayou? No, it's not Bayou. It's Taiga, right?
Taiga.
Yeah.
Someone named
Taiga.
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 Look like Tiger Woods.
Look like Tiger Woods. I'd never.
Sent it. There you go.
Just had to stack my deck really quick off camera. Sorry. One mana for an exploration. Pass it over to Austin.
Huge.
Did you want to
Tap
play an
draw?
extra land?
I would if I could.
I was thinking it was the other one, burgeoning. But no. Don't work the same.
Nah.
Play Forest. And let's play the commander.
Oh, Rocco. That is not Rocco.
This is Rocco.
Spell table. Nope, that's also not Rocco.
This is Rocco.
I think all your cards are black cards.
That's a crazy looking bird.
This is-
What kind
this
of
is
buzzard
Rocco.
is that?
Screeching buzzard.
Hey, there you go.
There he is.
Rocco,
Wow.
is that it?
That's Rocco.
Wait a minute. Am I the only one playing with real cards tonight?
Yes.
This some bull, man.
It
Define
depends on
real.
what you mean by real.
Didn't you have to
Not digital?
tap your goose? Or am I confused?
Let me see the back of
It's
that
tripping.
Oh, he's just
exploration.
3. Okay, you didn't. Never mind.
Hey, don't ask about that card now.
Let me see the back of that exploration or that that tropical island. Let me see the back of that tropical island you got down there.
I'm gonna play.
Man, you know that ain't real.
Forbidden Orchard.
See them real
Oh,
cards
man.
you got down there.
We got some
Orchard.
some forbidden stuff going on. So for you guys, I'll bring that one up because it's an interesting land.
You would point out the couple that I've got some real cards in here. Just those are proxy.
Let's see.
The woodland cemetery is real, right? Surely. He guys check.
It is not.
Play a Karlov.
Currently, I have all proxies on the board. Get probe is real, and this one's real too. It's got the hollow stamp here.
Nice, dude. Hell yeah.
Karlov. And then I'll be passing. We're just hanging out. We feeling the vibes.
All right.
Oh, at the beginning of the end step, there was a
Oh.
thing at my thing.
Oh.
Totally forgot about it.
All right, let's do it. What happens? Is it Rocco?
Rocco's ability. At my end step, each player exiles the top card of their library. Until next end step, each player may cast the card they exiled this way.
Okay. Where do you want it? I'll put it up here. It was
It's just
dust.
exile.
Put it in your exile.
It's just you
Yeah.
just exile it. But until my next end step. Until my next end step, you play it.
All right. Well, it's exiled forever.
Might be too expensive.
Yeah, you didn't have the mana for it anyway. So.
Yeah.
All right, it's my turn.
That affects you too, Steven.
Oh,
Yep.
sorry, wasn't listening. What'd you say?
Exile the top part of your library.
It's all
You can
Rocco.
cast it on your turn if you want.
It's the Tendrils of Agony.
Congratulations. So my turn here. I was hoping I was going to draw land, to be honest with you.
Well, he exiled a non-land off the top. That ought to help, right?
Exactly.
Well, I drew.
It
So
wasn't a land. Oh,
it's not a land.
that's all right. Your commander's only 3 mana or something.
It's 4 mana.
Oh,
So-
never mind. Just kidding.
I'm going to pay 2, and I'm going to cast this thing out of exile here. This 1/3 flying lifelink and legendary permanents you control have Ward 2.
What's it called?
Gold Forge
Optrix.
Optrix. Yeah, you get your thing for whatever for me casting that out of that thingy there, and yeah, I guess that's it. I'm gonna pass my turn.
Back to me, sir. Untap. Come on, be a land. Crap. How many cards at hand for everyone?
7.
5.
5. We willing? I'd take a wheel right now.
I'd wheel.
I'd will. Be a damn good wheel.
Damn good wheel.
Hell yeah.
I think I may have to, man. I don't really have any other plays, and I need some lands. I'm gonna windfall.
All right.
I got no problem with this.
My hand wasn't good, so that's pretty sweet for me, honestly.
Yeah, mine was kind of bad too. So 7.
Move all to the
Yeah.
graveyard. Yep, draw 7.
Yeah, I discard Pawn Ulamog, Swords to Plowshares.
Oh my God,
Wolf
thank
Strider, Proclamation of Rebirth, and a Skull Clamp.
Huge.
It was 7, right? Went back to 7?
Yep, 7.
Okay.
7. Mine was an Icebound Pillar, Fierce Guardianship, Altar of Ashnod, Hunting Gin, Frantic Search, Don't Move, Counterspell.
Ouch. I had a Faldorn, Tibalt's Trickery, Rosie, Killer Service, Commune of Whispered Hopes. Those are good cards, but
Mine were good too, but if I didn't have lands to cast them, then they're not great.
yeah, new hands always.
I
that's always
played an
fun.
extra land. I'm gonna cast out a Mana Vault.
Hey, Austin. Did Brandon
Yo.
played his exile card? Isn't that another trigger?
He got it. Yeah, I watched him.
I already did.
Okay.
Tap for a red and 3
Fun to
colors.
play,
Use 3 floating to cast out a Burgie.
Fergie.
A what?
Uh-oh.
Burgie, God of Storytelling.
Uh-oh.
Got 1 floating colorless. Nothing to do with it. Pass turn.
Fergie.
Birdie.
Berg.
Here, Birdie.
You Berg with Berg. Oh wait, that did trigger Wormlet. Okie dokie.
I'm just gonna be quiet.
He's just gonna be quiet.
Just gonna be quiet. Real quiet. I'm gonna talk like this the rest of the time.
Shh, be quiet.
Shh. Shh. Okay. Do what to do. Ooh, I do.
What do y'all think, chat? Did y'all get y'all's predictions in? Huh?
Chat, what'd you get for Christmas?
Dude, I totally forget. Is it too late to predict?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, never mind. I didn't get to predict.
Say it out loud. Who were you going to predict for?
I don't want to say because it was me.
There you go.
It has to do with Bergie being on your board right now?
No, it just I actually don't know. I just like to toot my own horn, you know.
Well, I have a question for you, since the time is coming past. If you would have had 1 more red mana on your turn, would you have done something else?
No, I need. I mean, I have an Azusa in my graveyard. I was gonna put the Azusa out, but I don't think it would have changed my play. No.
Because you could have played Bergie first and then played the
Well,
mana.
yeah, but I drew into Virgie with the wheel, though. You know.
Yeah. You
Yeah, I
played the
didn't-
you played the Bergie first, and then you played the mana vault, and you net a mana.
I couldn't have played Virgie without playing the mana vault though,
Okay.
because she's 3 and I only had
Oh,
2 mana.
yeah.
Okie dokie.
Mr. Cool is alive.
Mr. Cool.
There he is. I'm gonna play my
I'm
bountiful.
alive only here because I'm sick and didn't go to work. Hell yeah, Mr. Cool.
Everybody be
Everyone's
sick, bro.
sick. Everybody's sick.
Yeah, me too. Everybody's sick, bro.
Play a bountiful
bad, though.
promenade from exile, which is gonna trigger Rocco, which is gonna trigger create a food, which is gonna put a counter on Wormlet, which gains me a life. And then I can put a counter from Rock. I can have Rocco put a counter somewhere.
We'll put a counter on Estes Hamler.
Good, but I don't see any reason for me to do that. Put one on the goose. I'll be goose it.
On
The goose. On the goose again. Put that shit on the goose again.
That's it. I'm goosing.
Knock knock. Who's there? I'm goosing. Oh, 1, 2,
New goose goofing.
2, 3.
There's no
I'm gonna-
goose game.
I'm gonna play a professional face breaker. I'm gonna break some
Ooh,
faces.
I like that card. That's a good card.
Oh, face breaking action. I think I'll send 2 flying in the air at Ryan. He's got the most life besides me.
Okay, I take 2.
Okay.
The rich get richer, dude. You see that?
I get a treasure token. Boom, treasure token.
Boom.
I need a better place to put these. Move you up. Move you up.
That's super quiet. I don't know what audio source that comes from.
Who's super quiet?
Oh, the text to speech.
The
I didn't
text to
hear it.
speech. Yeah.
No, is it not
One
working?
more.
No, it's super quiet.
I
Is that
didn't
why it
hear
doesn't
was so
work?
quiet.
No. It hasn't been working sometimes. lately,
Oh.
But today,
Oh.
super quiet.
All right. Treasure token. I gain a life. Okay. At the beginning of my end step,
Butter.
everybody exiles top card of their library. I exile a reflecting pool.
So exile a pool of the breeding sort.
So until my next end step, you can play it.
I might.
Oh, do I exile now? Sorry.
Yep. Top card.
Ooh, betrayal. I like that card.
Rail.
Betrayal.
Betrayal. All right. I'll pass over to Ryan.
Ryan?
Heck yeah. All right.
Ryan.
I will untap and draw for turn. Oh, I see what you did there, brother, and I'm going to enjoy it quite a bit. I'm going to play a Plains as my land for turn here.
You would.
I'm going to go ahead and pay 1 and play this Soul's Attendant that you kindly exiled for me.
Dankeschön.
So I give you a trigger.
All right. All mine have resolved.
Alrighty. So now I'm going to gain a life whenever a creature enters the battlefield.
No one play creatures.
It's too late for that, Brandon. We're playing creatures here, brother.
Creature strategy.
I'm going to pay 2 using my Forbidden Orchard for one of it to play a Daxos Blessed by the Sun. Trigger my Forbidden Orchard. Whenever I tap it for mana, target opponent has to create a 1/1 spirit creature token. Let's see. I'll give Brandon a 1/1. He's a little behind the curve here.
Whoa! I get a 1/1 colorless spirit, huh?
Yep, no flying, just a spirit on the ground.
Daxos is a 2/0. Ouch.
Yeah, that's weird.
Dead. Well, it doesn't do the stars, and it's really annoying
Giving
because
Brandon a spirit on the ground.
I would just
Spirit
set
on the ground.
Ryan. I would just set counters on it. It should have a way to basically add a different kind of counter to it.
What are you trying to do?
There's like a way to add a separate counter from your power toughness. I can't remember if it's.
It's just set counter.
Oh, it's add counter.
Or was it add a counter? Oh yeah, add a counter.
Yeah. So that way you can put a counter on.
I get what you're putting down.
Yeah. Add a counter and it'll put a little 1.
Oh no, you can do it that way too, I guess. Yeah, set counter's easier.
Right now he's got 4 devotion, so he's a 2/4. I get what you're doing. Yeah.
Huge.
All right, so the spirit entered the battlefield, which gains me a life off the Soul's Attendant. So I then there gain a life to 39. When I gain a life, I explore. So I will do a look at the top card. I will choose to bin it and put a +1/+1 counter on something. I will put a counter on my Nested Shambler. When I gain life, I also put 2 counters on Karlov. Then Daxos enters the battlefield. That'll gain me another life. Then I'll explore again. It is a land, I'll reveal. It's a command tower, that'll go to my hand. And then 2 more counters on Karlov. And then I'll pay 1, and I'll play a Spectrum Sentinel. Spectrum Sentinel. Sorry, chat. Too many things to click on. All right, we got a Soul's Attendant, then a Daxos, and then a Spectrum Sentinel. Spectrum Sentinel is a 1-mana, 1/2 artifact soldier. It has protection from multicolored. And then whenever a non-basic land enters the battlefield under an opponent's control, I get to gain a life.
Nifty.
Him and his dad are getting into tabletop of Warhammer.
There goes your wallet.
Yep.
No more money, dude.
All right, Daxos is going to gain me a life, so I'll go to 41. That'll make me explore.
So is, Mr. Cool. So is.
I will put the Gaffer into the graveyard off that and put a counter on Nested Shambler. And 2 counters onto Karlov. And then Soul's Attendant gains me a life. So I'll explore again. It's a Lunarch Veteran. I'll put that in the graveyard. That'll put a counter on Nested. Actually, I'm dumb. Am I doing that wrong? I'm doing that wrong. That's not how that works at all. Yeah.
Ripping.
It's shift click, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, she's exploring.
Oh, yeah. He gets the counters.
1, 2, 3.
On the creature. Yeah.
All right. And then he gets 2 counters for gaining a life. All right. I think that's all. I got. All right.
It's too much. Ryan's doing too much.
That's a bunch of stuff that's happening right there, huh?
Oh, I played 2 1-mana dudes, bro. Calm down.
Nah, I'm not calming down. I refuse to.
He's getting angry.
I am irate.
I
He's
got
angry
a
enough.
6-sider. I'm just gonna leave it up to fate here, I think. 1, 2, Brandon. 3, 4, Steven, and 5, 6, Austin.
Huge.
I rolled a 6. Karlov attacks Austin.
You're swinging into my my Death Toucher, huh?
Sure, with a 10/10. You interested?
Oh, pretty much. Yeah. You don't have any mana open.
No.
Can't pay for X stuff, so yeah, I'll block with my Wormlet. 5/5 Death Touch.
Alrighty. And then pass turn to Brandon.
Alrighty. let's see what we can do then. We will untap, upkeep, draw the card.
Oh, sorry. I got some more triggers. Daxos is when a creature I control dies too. So I gain a life.
My deck was bad for triggers.
And then I explore again.
You really, Mr. Cool? That's awesome. I've never used one before. Is it easy to
It's
use?
Tagger Mauling. I'll throw it in the graveyard, and I'll put another counter on Amalia. She's up to 6/6. All right, Brandon, go ahead.
Amalia.
All right. Untap, upkeep. I drew the card, and then we'll go. We'll play.
Play land?
Yeah, dude. We're gonna play a island, and then I don't like all this attacking stuff that y'all be doing. I'm gonna pay 3 mana for a
Okay.
ghostly prison.
White propaganda.
Ghostly Prison. Okay.
Y'all attack each other. Y'all leave me alone.
I got mana.
That's everything. I'm gonna pass turn after that.
Then player betrayal.
I just want to sit here and talk to Mr. Cool. Y'all over here trying to make me play Magic. I'm gonna put myself in a ghostly prison.
Just remember, you can play the card you exiled.
Yeah, that's all right.
I done did that.
You did.
Done did.
Yeah, I'm gonna play the card from exile. Let me see if I wanna shock it out though. First, I'm gonna play an island.
You just put your breeding pool in the graveyard?
No, it's in exile
okay.
from the Austin's commander.
I got you.
And I'm gonna count my mana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I'm sure. Are you normally working right now, or are you normally sleeping right now?
Yes, correct. I got a. Do I need a black? Yeah, I need a black too. All right, one of each color for Yidris.
Easy.
Cast Yidris out. So I'm gonna get a red from my Burgie.
Work.
So I cast a spell. I got 2 mana plus the 1 there. I will then.
I've had 4 days off, Mr. Cool. I gotta go back to work tomorrow. It sucks.
Yeah. I'll play this too. Dang it, though. I need another black though. Man, that's unfortunate. I don't have enough mana to do that. Yeah, I'll play this other land from exile with my extra land drop, and then I'll use the 2 mana I have here and the 1 red floating to cast out Wheel of Fortune.
All right.
Whoa.
Real quick before the wheel happens, you triggered my Sentinel, and you played a non-basic land. I gain a life. So
Yada yada yada.
I do that, and then I explore. It's a Zulu Port Cutthroat. I'll put it in the graveyard, and I'll put a counter on Amalia.
Dude, so I had 2 black spells in my hand. I was trying to ritual and I didn't have any black mana, so I'm just like,
so we're willing.
I got a response.
Yeah, go for it.
I'm gonna tap my 1 white, and I'm gonna toot. I'm a toot. And light sugar.
Thanks, bro.
My response, y'all out of mana, Steven, after this?
Dude, don't count on my wheel. Don't be like that.
No, I just need to know if you're gonna be out of mana after this.
I am out of mana. I generate a red mana on the cast.
No, it's cool. It's cool. I'm gonna seek the beast with my questing druid and exile the top 2 cards of my library until in next end step I can play those.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm gonna go toot.
Okay, and then after y'all do that, I guess we gotta kind of wait for Brandon to get done tooting first.
Yeah, hold on. I gotta go find an enchantment that I want.
Wheel, but and then we wheel.
I'll throw a bunch of lands in the graveyard.
5, 6, 7.
Anguish on making a benevolent bodyguard into the bin.
Yeah.
I've never played this
Did I
deck
reveal
before.
it? I can't remember.
You do reveal
okay.
yeah.
Smothering Tithe.
Smothering Tithe.
Oh God.
Good thing he's already willed twice.
Yeah, I was gonna say good thing I already
Right,
willed.
yeah. Alright.
Yeah.
That
So
goes
I've got
on
one
top,
red
and
mana
then we
left. So
discard and draw 7?
7. Yeah, it's just a regular Wheel of Fortune here.
Preordained, Prismatic Vista, Pathway, Grand Arbiter, Fella, and a Generous Gift.
Alrighty, brothers, and that's all I got. Pass turn.
Yep. Untap, draw.
And I did take a damage from my mana vault being tapped at the beginning of my turn.
Nice.
I'll play my reflecting.
What's your dream card, Mr. Cool?
From exile. Get a food token, and I got to put a counter on something.
Did you play a land, non-basic?
Yes. Well, yes.
All right. I gain a life and I explore. Oh,
That's how I
that
feel
card
about
on
hockey.
top,
Hockey's too expensive.
and put a counter.
I'll pay 3 and cast Jessica's Will. Choose both because I control my commander. Everyone's got 7 other than me, right? You all have 7 cards in hand? In your hand?
I have 7 cards, yeah.
Well, let's start with Brandon. I add 7 red mana, and exile the top 3 cards of my library. I may play them this turn.
So I can play the
7.
9 cards in exile that he can play this turn.
Hell yeah, dude.
Okay, my cards in exile are Forest, Fellwarstone, Path to Exile, Heroic Intervention, Urabrask, Questing Druid. I'll pay 1, 2, 3, 5 for Urabrask. Heretic Praetor triggers my Rocco. I play a spell from exile. Put another counter on Professional Facebreaker.
Playing
Urabrask. Urabrask.
Urabrask.
At the beginning of your upkeep, exile the top card of your library. You may play it this turn. At the beginning of each opponent's upkeep, the next time they would draw a card this turn, instead they exile the top card of their library. They may play it this turn. So instead of drawing, you exile the top card, and then you can play it the turn.
I explored once.
Yeah. Trans Am, that's cool. I'm assuming. It's without Pontiac G6.
Core mana. Manners.
Trans Am, 69 Trans Am.
Could go the Chaos route. It's fun. You never know what could happen.
GTO, gotcha.
Ooh. The mystery. The mystery, folks.
The Judge. Hell yeah, dude. I want the Bandit.
I can do it with 3. Yeah. So 1, 2, Fellwarstone. Comes from exile, so I get another food token. Put another counter. And then I've still got 3 mana. Ryan's got a 9/9.
With no other abilities other than ward.
Once it's 2020, it gets to nuke field. Brandon, that. Steven's got that.
I've got 2 blockers in a Ghostly Prison.
Yeah, I think I want to go. I think I want to go the fun route because this deck likes to play fun.
I like fun.
We're gonna tap, use up the last mana from Jeska's Will, and tap our Felwar Stone. We're gonna cast Guff Rewrites History. Last time it screwed up everything, but this time it might not screw up everything. So
Surely it won't happen again.
for each player, choose target non-enchantment, non-land permanent that player control. Those permanents' owners shuffle them into their libraries. Each player who controlled one of those permanents exiles cards from the top of their library until they exile a non-land card, then puts the rest on the bottom of their library in a random order. Each player may cast the non-land card they exiled without paying its mana cost. Basically, just do what it says. I pick. I can pick for. I get a pick from you. I can refuse to pick. Then you basically just shuffle it in, and then you exile the top card until you hit a non-land card. So you can hit, an instant, a sorcery, a creature, a planeswalker, an enchantment.
Actually, I don't know.
It's kind of like Chaos Warp. But,
I was gonna say like
different.
a multi-target Chaos Warp, but
it's a warp effect for sure.
Yeah, kind of. All right.
Uh.
Alsa's card's coming up as Moor Fiend.
But this is always fun. So let's pick. Ryan's commander. I have to pay 3 life to hit it.
Yeah.
Yep.
But I got 3 life to spare. So we'll choose. Gesundheit. Amalia Benavides Aguirre. For Brandon.
I'm glad you did, not me.
Brandon. I'd basically be giving some.
That girl.
I'd be giving Brandon something. He doesn't really have anything.
I got nothing.
But this only is fun if everybody gets to do it.
That's what I was thinking.
Your Thoptrix will be my choice for you, and for Steven. Since we hit Ryan's commander, I think it's only fair that we hit Steven's commander.
Oh, come on, dude.
It's only fair.
You hit Yidris?
Yeah, Yidris.
What are you hitting?
So now, and for me, I'm gonna hit one of my. I need to shuffle.
I'm gonna shuffle it in. All right, I'm gonna put it on top, and then I'm gonna shuffle.
Oh no, I can do a food. I'll do a food. Yeah. Okay, and so I go first.
Yep. Yeah, you go first. Yours goes on the stack, then mine goes on the stack, then Brandon's goes on the stack, then Steven's goes on the stack, and then we resolve Steven's, then Brandon's, then mine, then yours.
Mine's gonna be Pia Nalar, Consul of Revel.
Nice.
It's just first non-land?
First non-land.
Okay.
Bunch of lands.
Alright, mine's gonna be Dark Prophecy. And the other ones go on the bottom?
Yep.
Okay.
My turn.
Oh! I gave him a real good option then.
Rise from the Dark Realms again?
No, Moonshaker.
Oh.
Moonshaker Cavalry. I mean, it'd be better if I had, things on the battlefield, but and it was my turn. But I'll take a 6/6 flyer. I appreciate that.
And then Steven gets a Song of Creation. So Steven's Song of Creation will enter the battlefield, which is going to trigger.
Well, it's cast technically, if that matters for anything. Right?
Yeah, well, it's whenever
red mana from.
Yeah, whenever a player plays a land from exile or casts a spell from exile, so that's on the cast. So for Stevens,
yeah, Mr. Cole, we're playing Season Discovery.
I get a counter.
Yo, Mr. Cool, join our guild, dude.
For then Brandon's gonna enter. I get another food.
Hey, I was one of the founding fathers. All right.
And then you went and got a cigarette.
And then for Ryan.
Look, man, don't tell me how to be a dad.
Cool. All right, and then for me, of course.
What's happening?
I'm just resolving all the Rocco triggers because Rocco triggers off.
Austin's going out for a pack of cigs.
Soon.
All right, Brandon, you casted your dude next.
Yep.
Well, I already went. Yeah, everyone. It's all entering. Yeah. So.
Okay.
So he got White Crater Hoof, huh?
So you got some creation. He got White Crater Hoof. I got whenever a creature I control dies, I draw a card and lose a life.
Oh, you got a Dark Prophecy.
Yeah.
Cool. That's a neat effect. All right, and then I got a PNLR. So all these go back into my exile. Okay, at the beginning of my end step, each player exiles the top card of their library. And the regular. And I have Urabrask, which means that at the beginning of each player's upkeep, the next time they would draw a card, they instead exile the top card of their library. So instead of drawing a card, you would just...
And just at the upkeep?
Yeah,
So,
at the
like,
beginning
so
of each
if Stevie
opponent's...
casts a spell, he actually draws them, he doesn't exile the ones he draws off the casting
No,
spell?
it reads at the beginning of each opponent's upkeep, the next time they would draw a card. So
Okay.
it's implied just instead of your first draw, you're exiling instead.
Okay, I'm just making sure because Sonic Creation's out. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh wait, actually, not end step yet. Forgot. That was my first.
Steven can play 3 lands a turn now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I hope it's a good turn because I'm gonna have to discard my hand.
He's like looking at his hand. It's just 3 wills.
Does Professional Facebreaker see 2 different players getting hit?
How many creatures entered just now? 2?
2?
2.
I gained some life, boys.
Whenever one or more creatures you control
2.
does combat damage to a player,
2.
create a token.
Not bad. Just 2.
I would think that you. You get
I can't remember if
tokens. If you hit 2
No, it's 1 or more creatures would deal combat damage to a player.
But if you attack multiple players,
That's what I'm curious about. I don't know.
because it's not 1 or more players, it's a player.
Yeah, it's worded so that you wouldn't get 1 for each creature,
But
you would
you
get
get
1
one
for
for
each
each
player.
That's what I think.
Okay. That case, I'll send Professional Facebreaker at Ryan. He's a big old pumpkin 8/9
I'll take
menace.
We go 8/9.
Okay. I'll do. Get a treasure token.
Wait, does he have trample? He has menace.
That's menace.
Never mind.
Menace.
Good enough.
Oh,
Are you swinging it up?
I already hit.
Nice.
A lot of open hostility with me for some reason.
Because
You'd
you
have
ain't
the
put
most
yourself
life.
in a prison, dude.
Steven over there with like the biggest storm engine ever.
True.
Yeah, you're right. I'll deal with that too.
I was
I'll
gonna have
cast
an
Path
awesome
of Ex-
turn.
Yeah, I'll Path to Exile your Brigby.
Birdie.
Bergie. Get it out of here, dude. Get it out of here.
What is that? The life gain or the basic land?
Basic.
Basic.
Path.
All right, basic land. Here we go.
Huge. All right. And now Rocco's thing triggers. So if you didn't do it already,
Yep, I got you.
Exile top
everybody.
card.
Mr. Cool, what's your class?
Braves.
great.
Hunter.
Oh,
And so
you
pass,
would, Mr.
and
Cool, you would.
you got Urabrask on the field. So instead of drawing your card, you'll exile the top card.
Yes, sir. All right, so untap. Instead of drawing, I exile. It's a blind obedience.
Ooch.
Blind obedience, huh?
Yep, it looks like some blind obedience. And a braids. Yeah, I'll play a swamp, my land for turn. Yeah, I'm feeling it. I'll go ahead and play that blind obedience.
Creatures and
Hey,
artifacts.
did we do the exile thing, Austin?
Yeah, everyone
Yeah.
did.
Okay. Miles included Delta.
So artifacts and
It's
creatures your opponent's control enter the battlefield tapped. And then what I'm gonna do here is pay 3. Does this braid stay exiled forever? Or
Yeah,
is
if you
this-
don't
Oh, this
cast-
is the
if you don't
Rocco one.
cast.
Yeah.
That's the Rocco.
Yeah, I'm just gonna let that stay exiled forever. It's fine. I'm gonna pay 3, play a Suture Priest, paying 1 to extort it with blind obedience.
They all lose a life.
Each of you lose a life, and I gain that much life, so I gain 3. Whenever I gain life, I gain life. Ha ha ha. And then Suture Priest enters the battlefield, I gain 2 more life. And then whenever a creature enters the battlefield, I gain a life. And whenever a creature enters the battlefield under y'all's control, you lose 1 life.
I don't like that.
Not confusing at all.
Yep. And I'll pass turn.
So
My
instead of
turn. Whoa.
Steven's like,
Instead
good
of
thing I
draw-
don't play creatures.
Yeah, instead of drawing, you're gonna exile.
I mean, I might.
Gotcha. Untap, upkeep. I exile the top card.
I'm gonna
Play it
summon
this
the
turn.
Simian Spirit Guide next turn.
Heck yeah, 2/2, 3 mana,
I have to
2/2.
exile the card that I exiled.
Yep.
I'm gonna put this here. This is my Rocco card. I don't think I'm gonna play it, but you never know. All right. Is there anything else?
You can play the path this turn, too.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at. Is there anything worth path being outside? They got a 7, 7, and 8, 9 over there. That's pretty scary.
Probably Austin stuff, if I had to
Yeah, that's
say.
what I was looking at. Which what is Herbrest?
Brandon, my bad. Tap my thing that makes a token. Make a second spirit for yourself there, brother.
Oh, nice, dude. Heck
Enters
yeah.
tapped.
It enters tapped, unfortunately. Actually, no. Yeah, I did play blind obedience first.
Yeah.
It enters tapped, unfortunately, but I gain a life and a life and a life. No.
I'm gonna do this first.
I gain 2. No, I gain 1. You lose 1. That's what happens. All right.
Not confusing at all.
I'm gonna play a Glacial Fortress for my land drop.
Did you see my comment, Ryan?
In what? Where? I can't see chat right now because
No,
I
it was-
can.
yeah.
I have to play path on my turn though, right? Because it stays exiled forever after this, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, you may play it this turn.
Okay, so what's worst, Urabrask or the Facebreaker?
What'd you say, Steven?
Space
I said I
Breaker's
can
gonna net
see
me
the future.
tokens.
Oh, I can see the future.
Which one is that one?
Shout out TFS Dragon Ball Z abridged from.
Dude, I've been
forever.
seeing a lot of Dragon Ball Z reels coming across lately. I clicked on one, and I guess they just continue to show me more and more.
Yeah, when I'll pay a white and I'll path the Facebreaker.
That's path, so I get a tapped basic, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes. And then
Exiled.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4. We're gonna continue our enchantment travel. We're gonna play our Smothering Tithe next.
Good thing we don't draw cards no more.
Yeah, well, I'm slowly working my way.
Steven does though.
I'm slowly
Draw.
working my way there.
So,
He'll
what's the
draw.
effect that's causing us to not draw cards?
It's only your upkeep. It's only your first upkeep.
Your
draw.
first draw. Yep. Do I want to attack anything?
You'll still draw off of your abilities, just not for your.
Which Arabrask is that?
I brought it up on stream.
Heretic,
Urbrask.
Predator.
Urbrask 2.
Heretic.
Urbrask 2. Praetor.
Okay, I've never actually seen anyone play that one before.
It's good for this deck. And it's good in limited. It was really good in limited.
I will. So wing my 6/6 flyer at Ryan.
Dude, why is everybody fighting me? I gave you the token, bro.
Because you keep
Gain
getting
30 life a fucking turn. Your turn is I play this, and I gain this life, and this makes me gain a life, and then I explore and gain that life, and then I gain this life, and then fuck your life, and I'm gonna gain this more life. Look, you're still ahead of
But I ain't doing nothing.
Me either.
That's actually true. Yeah, you aren't really doing anything.
I'm not doing anything either, Ryan, but I'm also not gaining life while I do nothing.
That's all right, because your treasure's entering tapped anyway.
I know.
Everything's entering tapped.
All right, boys. We got the
Everything's
storm.
entering.
Right, exile the top card. You don't draw your card. You
Right,
exile
so this one's already exiled. I'm going to exile the top card, and then I can play it this turn.
Another land. Neat.
You can play both those lands, actually.
Okay. So I guess I will play both those lands.
Are they non-basics? Heck yeah. All right, I give you 2 life.
Yeah, I'm a fourth.
What I'm talking about, Ryan, right here. This is exactly what I'm talking. You're gonna be right back. You're gonna have more life than where you started by the time you get to your turn.
All right, so I'll play the Underground Sea, and then I'll play the Polluted Delta. I'll crack it, pay a life, and I'll go fetch out something. I don't know. So blue or black, right? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
We'll get a blue. It's a basic.
Dang it.
Basic.
You got me.
Yeah, dude. All right, y'all ready for the storm?
Y'all, just be glad my commander ain't on board, otherwise I'd be exploring like crazy again.
Hope you brought your umbrellas. I'm gonna drop out an Urboard for my third and final land drop for the turn.
That's a non-basic. Gain life.
Oh, shut up, Ryan. All right, and then I'm gonna tap my Urboard for black, and I'm gonna dark writ cast. That's gonna trigger Song of Creation. I'll draw. Is it 2 cards? Whenever you cast, I'll draw 2 cards. Oh my god!
Do you pay 2 for either one of those?
Oh no!
He's got the tie.
No, I'm not paying for any of them, dude. So
right,
basically, here's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna storm off. I'm gonna kill one person, and then Brandon's gonna have 100 treasure tokens.
Sounds like you're killing Brandon.
Actually, not a bad idea.
Fortunately for you, his treasures are tapped.
Yep.
Oh, nice, dude. Look at that. Looks like I'm killing Ryan. All right. So dark red generates 3 black. All right, so I'm gonna hurry up with this because it's gonna be a little bit of a turn here, a little bit of a tracker here. I've cast one.
Is it Aether Flux Reservoir, or is it like Grape Shot?
No, 3 black here. I'm gonna use that 3 black floating, and then 3 others. There's 1 there. There's 1 there, and there's 1 there. And I'm gonna cast out a Bolus's Citadel.
It is Aether Flux. Okay.
Cast trigger, draw 2 cards. Brandon, I'm not paying it to you.
I'm watching. I got it.
Bolus's Citadel enters tapped.
Yep.
Doesn't matter. I don't need it to be untapped.
Oh, I don't want you doing the other thing and winning that way.
All right, so we've casted 2 spells. How much mana do I have left? So I got a bunch. Let's just look and see here. All right, we're going to pay 2 life, and we're going to cast Summer Bloom off the top of my library. That's the 3rd cast trigger. This is going to trigger Song Creation. I'll draw 2 cards, and then I can play 3
additional lands.
3 additional lands this turn. I can play up to 3 additional lands. So I will play. Yeah, why not, bro? Let's make it even crazier. You ready? Make it even crazier. This is just gonna be funny. I want to tap 1.
Level of Demon Hunter, Mr. Cool. They're fun.
2, 3 mana. And I'm going to cast out a Horn of Greed.
Tapped.
Cast trigger. Shut up, Brian. Cast trigger on the Horn of Greed. That's going to be 4 spell cast. Draw 2 cards. Horn of Greed says whenever any player plays a land, that player draws a card. So I can play 3 more additional lands this turn. I'm going to play a Sulfur Falls as 1. I will draw a card.
I gain a
I'm
life.
going to play a what?
I said I gain a life.
Oh, okay. I'm going to play Hinterland Harbor. That's another one. Draw a card.
I gain a life.
And I'm going to play a Bayou. It's another one. I draw a card.
I gain a life. Hey, Brandon, I'm back to where I was.
I know. You're going to be higher than where you were. You're probably going to be at 54 life by the time you get.
I'm be dead. It's what's going to happen.
Not if you get over 50.
Hopefully.
So let me do this other thing.
It's a lot more lands.
I'm going to use a black and green, and I'm going to cast out a Witherbloom Apprentice. Does he enter tap too?
Yep.
Well, he's untapped, so you can click on him. He's a 2/2 Mage Crafter. Whenever I cast or copy an instant or sorcery, each opponent loses a life, and I gain a life.
All right. Okay. Hold on. We got some triggers because you played a creature. I gain a life. You lose a life.
Okay. All right.
All right. Yeah, any enter tap. That's it.
Any enter tap, and I get a cast trigger. This 5th spell cast. I draw 2 cards. Oh boy, what a turn! I'm finally getting to play. So let's look at the top card.
I'm finally getting to play, as in I'm going to take a 30-minute turn and win the game.
I'm gonna cast out a Jeweled Lotus cast trigger. That's 6 spell.
Intercept.
Yeah, I know, Ryan. I'm just showing you what it is. Calm down. Draw 2 cards. Look at the top card with Bolus Citadel. Let's see here. I will tap for a blue, and I'm gonna brainstorm. So I'll draw 3 cards. First cast trigger up to 7. Draw 2 cards off the Song of Creation trigger, and then I'll draw 3 from brainstorm. Brandon, I'm not paying for any of these, by the way.
I know. I'm at 20 treasures here. Yeah, I'm got it.
Just so many, dude. I'm gonna look at the top card. It's that. I'm gonna put 2 cards from my hand on top of my library, and I'm gonna put. Oh, sorry, another cast trigger I missed. Witherbloom Apprentice is gonna trigger. I cast an instant sorcery, so I gain life. You guys lose 1. We're gonna put. We're gonna put these 2 on top. Actually, we're gonna do it like this. We're gonna do that, and then we're gonna do this. It's gonna go to the graveyard, and then I'm going to look at the top card of my library, and it's a paradoxical outcome. I'll pay 4 life, 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'll cast it going up to 8. Storm count. Witherbloom, 2 triggers. I've got Song Creation. I've got Witherbloom.
Spit it out.
I know, right? Witherbloom gains me a life. You guys all lose a life. Song of Creation. I draw 2 cards off the cast trigger. Paradoxical outcome says return any number of target non-land permanents, non-land, non-token permanents you control to their owner's hands. Draw a card for each card you return to your hand this way. All right. So we're gonna go grab this Mana Vault. We're gonna grab the Jeweled Lotus. We're going to grab the... Hold on, I'm just going to move this because you guys can't see what I'm doing here. And I'm going to grab the Exploration. So I'm going to grab those 3, return these 3 to my hand, and then I'll draw a card for each card returned this way. So I'll draw 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. And then, so if I replay Exploration, it's a different Exploration, right? So I can play another land. Is that correct?
We'll run with it for now. I don't think it matters too much.
I'm going to cast out an Exploration, cast trigger Song of Creation. I'll draw 2 cards so I can play an extra land this turn.
Lotto's not here, so we don't know what to do.
I'm going to play a Yavi Maya, Horn of Greed trigger. I draw a card. Yes. That was that 9 or 10? I think that was up to 10 on the cast.
You drew 2 cards off that recasting Exploration, right?
Yes, yeah, from Song Creation, correct. Gotcha. Yeah. So, man, bro, that's a lot of stuff going on here. Holy crap. Off the top of the deck with Bolus Citadel, pay 2, and I'm going to cast Manamorphose. Going to trigger Witherbloom. You guys lose a life, I gain a life. And then this is going to be 11 spell cast trigger Song of Creation. Draw 2 cards to my hand. Manamorphose resolves. Add 2 mana of any color. I'm going to add blue and a red. We'll just use this dice here to symbolize that. So 29. And then I draw a card. Cantrip off of Manamorphose.
Are you just looking for the Ritual Smog combo at this point?
I don't know what I'm doing, Ryan. I really couldn't tell you anymore.
Tendrils is in your exile stack.
Yep.
I know. I'm just literally playing cards, bro. I'm just going. I'm trying to get my storm count as high as I can. That's all I'm doing right now.
Yeah.
So the top card of my library is that. I'm going to.
Neat.
I'm gonna have to save that though.
Play some creatures, bro.
What's that?
I said play some creatures, bro. You ain't got no blockers.
All right. I'm gonna need some blockers after this, I'm sure. Let's do. Oh my god, dude! I wish I had more mana. It's kind of the problem I'm running into right now. We got all these cards and just no mana. So I'm going to tap for here. For 1, I'm going to cast out a Sensei's Top. And that's going to trigger Song of Creation. So I'll draw 2 cards. That's another cast trigger on the stack there. I'm going to Look here. Get these exiled stuff out of the way here, boys. All right, so I'm going to pay 2 life, cast Noxious Revival, and it's going to cast Witherbloom Apprentice trigger. I want to go up 1, you guys lose 1. Cast Song of Creation, draw 2. And then I'm going to put Manamorphose on top of my deck. This goes to the graveyard. I'll use Bolus.
Top's tapped. It might be relevant later.
Ah, okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
I'm going to pay 2 life and cast Manamorphose off the top of my deck. That's 13, 14 was 13 and 14. So Manamorphose cast, I paid 2 life. Cast trigger, Witherbloom, I gain a life, you guys lose 1. Cast trigger, Song of Creation, I'll draw 2. And then Manamorphose resolves. I add 2 more, going up to 4 here. And then I draw a card, goes to the graveyard. Holy crap, dude. So much stuff.
Brandon got like nearly 40 treasures.
So much stuff, dude. He's got so. I'm going to mill myself out, actually. I'm really close to milling myself out.
What happened to that name? Is it you just discard that?
Oh no, he's been in the graveyard for a long time.
Right.
He was like off the first wheel that I got rid of. So let's look at the top here. It's
reanimate confirmed. Okay.
Yep. Yeah, right. I'm gonna use 1 of the blue that I have floating over here, and I'm going to cast out a preordained Witherbloom's trigger. Gain a life, you guys lose a life. Cast trigger, Song of Creation, I'll draw 2. Preordained resolve, scry 2, and then draw a card. I'm going to scry 2, and I'm going to put both of those on the bottom, and then I'm going to draw a card. Go to the graveyard, look at the top card. That was another cast trigger 15.
I hope Brandon has something just massive sitting in his hand that he could dump all those treasures into that he can't use.
Cast out a Mana Crypt, cast trigger off a Song of Creation. I'll draw 2.
It's tapped.
Yeah. I'm just showing it.
Just keeping you honest.
Cast off the top of my library up to 17. I'm going to cast
Dockside. Jesus.
Dockside.
Oh, God. All right, all the treasures are tapped at least.
I know they're all tapped. Yeah.
1, 42, 43, 44 from me total.
I draw 2 more off the cast trigger.
Or 16 from me.
4 for me.
How many is that total? Oh, my God.
It's so much.
Plus 4 is 20. Plus however many Brandon has. So whatever
44.
Brandon has plus
40?
64 treasures for you?
41, 42, 43, 44.
All right, this is a treasure up here.
All right, they're tapped.
Yep.
Also, Dockside's tapped.
64 tap treasures, a tap Dockside. Okay.
You lose a life, I gain a life because of the Dockside.
Okay. Dude, this is so crazy right now. Oh my God. This is so crazy. All right, so let's look at the top card here. Cast off the top. I'm going to pay 2 and cast a Words of
Actually,
Wisdom.
get 2 more.
2 more?
Yeah, because I would have gotten 2 more treasures from
No problem, dude. No problem. So cast trigger, I pay 2 life. I'm going to cast a Word of Wisdom. I went up to 18 storm count. Cast trigger Witherbloom. You guys lose a life. I gain a life. Cast trigger Song of Creation. I draw 2 cards. Words of Wisdom resolves. I draw 2 cards. Oh my God, dude.
And we draw a card? Or was it?
Yeah.
Each other player draws a card?
So we all draw a card?
19. Yep.
Yeah.
You guys all cards.
Are you, Austin, Ryan, y'all paying too?
No.
Cast trigger up to 19. Song Creation trigger, draw 2 cards. I'm going to look at the top card. I'm going to pay 4 life, and I'm going to 1, 2, 3, 4 cast Archmage off the top. Yidris tap. Cast trigger Song Creation, draw 2 cards.
And I lose a life, I gain a life. Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm going to look at the top card. I'm getting real close. I might actually stop just because this is like what's left. I'm kind of afraid.
Like 7 cards.
I think I'm going to stop. That was 20 on the count with the Emeritus there. So basically, I don't need to cast any more spells or I'm going to die. Also, I think Emeritus just might have killed me anyways because
Because it's not a May. Yeah.
No, because whenever I storm, he's gonna trigger off of each
You're
time
gonna
I
draw
storm.
each of the
and
storm
Yeah.
casts,
Oh no!
and you're
I
gonna
think-
release yourself out like
I
Archmage.
think I might kill myself before anything happens here.
no!
That
it's
was a
on the
bad idea.
cast.
That
Oh,
was
God.
a really bad. Someone kill him, please.
We don't have May.
Everyone is tapped out.
If I grape shot him, will he die before he kills me?
No.
No, his
It's
triggers
on
will
the-
still be there.
It's on the
All
cast.
the triggers will go on the stack.
Oh
Oh
no! Oh no!
no! Okay. I found a way out.
Time Twister, quick.
Here's a black and one other. I found a way out. I'm going to cast Deadly Dispute.
Okay.
Sacrifice.
Well, you still trigger though.
You're gonna
He
draw
just triggers
3
once,
cards.
though.
No,
Not
you
like
got the-
20-something times.
Well,
Yeah,
you're
but you
gonna
got the
trigger
song.
Song of Creation, and you're gonna trigger Archmage. So
I
you're
might
gonna draw
survive, though. I might have
3
enough.
cards.
So cast trigger, Wither Bloom, cast trigger. I gain a life. You guys lose a life. Cast trigger, Song Creation. I draw 2 cards. Archmage Emeritus trigger. I draw a card. And then this is going to resolve. So I sacrifice Emeritus, and then because he's bad, he's getting cut after this game. And I draw
Not
2
bad.
cards and create a
You just
treasure.
played him at a terrible time.
No. I'm up to 67 treasures.
I'm at
I'm down.
56.
Dude, I've got
All because of you.
3 cards left in my library, dude. Okay, it's time to storm now, boys.
All right, let's do it.
Yeah, I think I have to storm, and then hopefully I can not lose otherwise. So I've got 3 options here. I can weather the storm, I can grape shot, or I can brain freeze. Where's the brain freeze at?
You have 4 mana, so you can do both of those.
Yeah, I've got 4 mana, so I could do 2 of them. But the problem is, Song of Creation is going to kill me if I cast 2 of them. Right?
Correct.
Yep.
That's why.
It only counts.
That's why I suggested you doing 2 of them.
Oh jeez.
Here's what I'm thinking. I could also time twister and save myself right now.
Yeah, you should
before
probably do that. To be honest.
But what if I don't draw a storm card?
That you'll be alive.
You'll be alive.
You're alive with what? 67 treasure tokens?
So basically, if I storm with any of these and then try to time twister, I'll be
Lose.
dead
Yeah.
You'll be
because
dead.
I have to draw 2 off of each cast.
Yep.
So my only
You
option
can either
right here-
storm or time twister. That's your option. But
Okay,
yeah.
so I pretty much
You can either
I'm gonna-
kill one person
wait a minute.
and then leave, or probably die,
Wait, so you're saying I
or
can
you can time twister and try to win the game still.
I like the first option. Here, who wants to get brain froze? Let's see, because if you storm it off 3 times 21, what is that? Let's get a calculator out.
63.
It's gonna mill someone out. Grape shot's not gonna be enough damage to kill anyone. I don't think. I'm only at a 21 storm count. That'd be 22 damage.
Yeah, but you
Let's
get a
break
copy
this.
with Wither Broom for every one of them.
I'm gonna go down to 1. I've already showed you guys the insanity of this deck, and this
I
was
like it.
without Yidris. Without Yidris, with Yidris,
You
if
Yeah.
I was
devastated.
able to get Yidris,
Definitely would've
every
killed
single
yourself if you had
spell
Yidris.
would have cascaded.
yeah,
And
definitely
I'm
would've killed
hoping to
yourself
pull
there.
that off sometime in the future, but for now, I'm just gonna say salute you guys with a brain freeze, and I'm gonna leave it up to the dice on who it hits here. So let's see. We need a 6-sider. 1-2 Brandon, 3-4 Ryan, 5-6 Austin. It's a 6.
Oh no!
Rawson, I'm targeting you with casting Brain Fairies with 2 mana. I've got 1 mana floating. There's 21 storm count. That's going to be 22 spells cast this turn. So
All right.
Brain Freeze is going to
22
be.
times 3,
Deep
Four.
breath.
66.
So I'm going to mill him for 3 for each Brain Freeze, and there's going to be Brain Freeze plus. Does it count itself? There's 21 spells cast prior, right?
Yeah,
So
so
that
that
would
22
mean-
is itself.
Yeah, 22
Yeah.
is itself.
So there's going to be 22 total resolutions
Yeah.
of Brain Freeze. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so 22 times 3, what is that?
66.
So he mills 66.
All right.
Yes.
Now, deep breath. With the
Yes.
Apprentice triggers 22 times.
Oh, you're right. Right. I still die, but I'll gain 22 life, which would be 39, up to 39. Cast triggers Song of Creation. I'll draw 2 off just the cast, not the copies. So
We each take 22.
Each take 22.
Yeah, from the Witherbroom.
here's my hand. Here's my hand.
Oh, I
Library.
see.
One card in my library. So
Yep.
So I go to 7.
yeah, Witherbloom does some damage to everyone on the way out, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Austin Mills 66.
All I got to do is hit the Eldrazi.
Yeah.
I'm
One,
looking at my
two,
last card.
3.
It's an Elvish Spirit Guide.
1, 2.
What else can I do before I go out here? I have 2 mana left, actually.
Actually, Steven, you win.
Do I?
Yeah.
How?
If you play one of the other Storm cards, right, you stack the triggers. You could put Song of Creation on the stack.
And just not resolve it.
And do Witherbloom on top of it.
Oh, and then the
will kill
Witherbloom
us
hits for 23 then,
Yeah.
and kills the whole board.
before you have to draw.
And then you win before the Song Creation
Before
trigger.
the song trigger, because
Yeah.
I've only got 1 card
You got
left. So.
You got
I
it.
did it, bro. I used the last 2 mana here. I can only Grape Shot because I don't have any green. But yeah, I'm going to Grape Shot after the Brain Freeze. And then Witherbloom is going to trigger enough times to just drain everyone before I have
Force
to.
of Will.
Yeah.
Bro.
It wouldn't work. The Storm trigger would still go off.
Yeah.
If somebody has like Stifle, you could stifle the Storm trigger.
What? Dude, I did not expect to win. That's crazy.
You did it, dude.
That's awesome.
Let's see if I even drew anything that I could use these treasures for. Archmage Emeritus.
Yeah, you need to cut that card, dude. He's bad, bro.
Boom.
I don't think he is.
He can be in certain
Brandon,
situations.
if your treasures were untapped, could you like save this somehow? Actually, there was no saving us.
I
If your
could've
treasures were
saved-
untapped, his were untapped.
I could have saved myself if my treasures were untapped with the Teferi's protection.
Fair enough. He probably
How
could've
many
countered
treasures
it.
did you end up with there at the end, dude?
58.
58, but they were all tapped.
Every one of them was tapped, yeah.
Blind obedience OP.
Dude, I was really hoping Austin didn't get rid of my commander because I was gonna Cascade Storm, dude, and it was gonna be crazy.
I like this deck. It plays a whole lot of 1-drops. It's really fun. By the way, there is a 1-drop I didn't know existed that you gain a life every time an artifact enters play,
Oh, okay, nice.
which would be wild.
I think I've seen that one. Yeah.
That would have been like, what, 130, 140 something life you would have gained in that turn?
Yeah, if my commander's out, I explore 130 times.
Dude, so I was gonna
Then
tell you
20,
guys.
you explode
When I
the
hit the
board.
20, I kill everything else.
I was gonna tell you guys real quick. Like, so this is how like dedicated my deck is. It runs 0 board wipes, 0 removal. It
Yeah,
is
just
all
storm.
gas. It is all ramp and draw
A
and storm.
true storm deck. Yep.
That's all it cares about, dude.
I love it, dude.
It does.
I love
There's a single removal spell in this deck, man. Oh, actually, Deadly Dispute's the only removal spell, and it makes me sack a creature. So, it's dude. I was just really hoping to get that Yidris storm off. That would have been a blast to see that happen. But yeah, I was looking forward to showcasing this deck, man. I kind of like tore apart my Grixis deck and my Timber deck and put them together for this
Slam
one.
them
Dude.
together.
It's a good one.
Yeah. Got Tatyova in there too. But
Yeah, like it's more of a true storm deck, and it feels a little bit less per se combo-y because it's a true
Yeah.
storm deck. But
yeah. Yeah, there's not removal in here at all. So it doesn't interact. It's all focused on cascading and storming, dude.
yeah,
So
the
it's
turn,
like,
the turn that you ended up with like Song of Creation and Bergie, we honestly just had to kill them both, and I didn't have any removal. I just had dudes.
Yeah, I couldn't remove it because Guff doesn't let you hit artifacts or enchantments.
Yeah.
I was looking and I'm like, oh man, they got rid of Bergie. And I'm like, actually, I think I can just win with Song alone, man. Just Song of Creation being out.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
And I just kind of went with it. I didn't know what I was doing. I'm just gonna play out my hand and see what happens.
Does it have Underworld Breach in it? You should
No,
probably
it
add
does
that. Yeah.
Yeah, probably should, dude. But GG's, boys.
GG's, everybody.
All right, guys. Good games this week. We had a big Big Steven finally played Magic, so he won the game, obviously. It was only a 25-minute turn-ish.
That's
So,
not bad,
Just
dude.
25 minutes.
but the game ended, so I guess whatever.
Yeah,
That's
that
not
makes it
bad
better.
for a storm deck turn. That's not bad, right? I'll try to speed it up next time.
My
I'll speed it
Gandalf
up
deck
next
took 30-minute turns and didn't win the game.
I didn't do anything. So yeah, I like this much better.
I was a little, I don't say worried. I'm trying to think of who was ahead right before that turn. Ryan was doing a bunch of annoying stuff, and then Austin was getting a little bit of a board state.
Yeah, I had
there.
like
Urbrask makes my commander a lot stronger.
I had 4 1-drops, and y'all were like,
I had 4 lands, Ryan.
yeah. Hey, I gave you dudes to block with. What do you want from me?
I never had
Then
to
you
block.
swung at me because I was helping you. So
It didn't matter. You got right back to where you belonged.
Here's my question, Brandon. Did you have any instance in your hand that last turn?
Teferi's protection.
here's what I would say, but here's what I
You have
would,
the mana for it?
here's what I will respond with, Brandon.
Did you have the
I would
mana
have
for it though?
had 6 more life.
No, I was tapped out. Everyone's tapped out.
If
Yeah.
the blind obedience had not been out, you would have had 64 mana untapped. You could have took fairy protection.
Yeah, if it wasn't for the blind obedience, yeah, for sure. I could
Yeah.
have.
You would have survived, and I would have died, and you would have won. Actually, so it's actually Ryan's fault.
Ryan's fault that I lost. Yeah.
It's Ryan's fault that you lost, dude. You shouldn't be mad at me.
Steven's completely ignoring the fact that he had 67 treasures that were tapped,
Right.
so he could
Right.
have had 67 extra mana too. So
And
He-
every card in his deck in his hands.
Here's the thing. So, like, I think that Brandon probably would have Teferi's protection before I played Dockside. You know what I'm saying? Maybe. I don't know.
who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows?
Hard to say. But
Hard to say.
anyways, GG's everybody.
Yep. We got to get out of here. But
All right.
thanks for watching, everybody. And we'll do it again next week.
We'll see y'all then.
Yes.
See ya.
Peace.
In America.
Oh, I missed mine.
Rip.
Wait.